And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament. I'm Dwayne Hewlett alongside Kenny Suter and Miles Hewlett on the camera tonight. Just about 2 minutes away from starting lineups and national anthem here for tonight's contest. It's a semifinal game between the BPC Spartans and the host school Unity Mustangs. This is Minden Unity High School. We're in a high school gym. Both these teams played here last night, Kenny, and you saw the BPC game as they got a win over Western.
BPC did a really good job defensively over Western for the game, and we'd like to see them come back and do that. Did some good job shooting, had a little trouble with turnovers early, but they ironed out those issues and hoping that those issues don't come back in this one.
Well, they did a 5-in, 5-out substitution last night, I understand, so we can talk about that as we go along. That's a line change every time they sub, so as we get ready to do the national anthem here, Kenny's not going to be able to stand up.
Not really.
So I'll take if you'll turn my headset down and I'll take mine off so we can hear it.
Ask everyone who is able, please, to stand and face the northwest corner of the gymnasium as Ms. Greta Schaefer leads us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nice job. Thank you, Greta.
And we are back here after the national anthem as we get ready for the starting lineup for tonight's contest between the Unity Mustangs and the BPC Spartans. Starting lineup first for the visitors on the scoreboard, BPC Jalen Conley. He'll be wearing number 5. Carter Allman. Number 10 will be starting.
Number 23.
Dalton Horwittle, number 23. He's starting as well.
Number 24.
Sam Hensley, number 24, will be one of the starters.
Number 35.
And Makai West, number 35, the other starter. And I think I might have put 3 and 5 backwards on your score sheet for BPC.
For
BPC.
No, not for BPC. Everything is fine on my score sheet.
Is Conley 5 or 3 on there?
Conley is 3. Wait, yeah, you
He's
did
5.
mess it.
Well, it's the way it is in here, but I thought it was wrong, and I fixed it, and then the picture has them in a separate different jerseys. So
I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm just like, no, 3 goes before 5,
Yeah,
and then I didn't look at the names.
Yeah, Ezra Mason is 3, and Conley is number 5. So the starters will be Ryle Duke, number 5, Vincent Magalicetti. And if I'm butchering that, folks, please let me know.
The Lady Mustangs 43, and I'm not sure who they're playing, but they're up 43-17.
Lady Mustangs winning at the Lady Tiger Classic. Logan Doney joining us again here. Thank you, Logan. Sorry about the end of the last game. I'm not sure what happened to our internet. It looks to be fine again now. We switched to a different internet source, so hopefully it stays okay. Jump ball goes to the Mustangs.
Swing the ball around. Mustangs almost lose that one. Defense up by Horwittle. Dalton Horwittle had an amazing game last night, doing pretty much everything offensively well for the Spartans. He's going to try and do that once again. Defense, Conley got a couple of steals last night. Down low as he gets another one.
That was actually tipped away by Mackay West. And he now Conley's going to go to the rack, and his shot, first one, is good.
Mustangs trying to keep the pressure up. Out to the corner. Moving out to the far side. Magliochetti. Driving, spins around, gets behind Mackay, but gets rim stuffed as it goes right into the basket. And that'll be...
Duke had it down low. Foul's going to be called on the floor. Sorry about that, Kenny. I was getting stuff set up. Mackay West is going to pick up the foul. His first, team's first.
That's his first, the team's first.
It'll be out of bounds to the... As Carter Alleman actually tried to take the ball in bounds on a Spartan foul, but it's inbounded to McMillan. McMillan's going to drive, get the left-handed layup to fall. And we're knotted at 2 apiece.
Seeing the press by these Mustangs, trying to keep pressure up. They know that Spartans can get flustered in the press, as we've seen earlier this season.
Yeah,
Really
they'll do a man press, from what I understand, all night long. There's a man. How's that not a foul? Reaching around, knocking away was Caleb Kasperi. Horwittle throws it to Mackay West, who finally saves it just before it went out of bounds. Alleman is going to try and drive. Loses it over the top of the rim, or backboard, I should say, out of bounds. 6:16 to go in the first quarter. It is 2-2. The Mustangs with the basketball now. Over there on the far side is Cody Schaefer. He comes near side. Now with it is Magliochetti. Jumper baseline off, no good by Caleb Kaspareri.
Now, he didn't make that. That is the perfect offensive set. Quick passes to get the defense out of the way.
Horwittle steps on the baseline. Turnover BPC as Conley shot the 3 anyway. 5:53 to go in the first quarter. 2-2 is the score. Near side comes to McMillan. Man, he got hammered. I think it's going to be on Conley. It is going to be on Conley, his first, team second.
One thing that we saw in the West Prairie game before this is the game came down to foul trouble. So really, Spartans need to calm down on the fouls a little bit as the shot is taken. Missed, rebounded by Horwittle.
McMillan with the miss. Horwittle takes it to Conley. Conley pull-up jumper 3 is good for Conley.
He did a little hesitation move for just a second to get that man out of the way to hit that shot. Conley showing the scoring ability that he has.
McMillan up top with it now. McMillan again with it as it goes to Magliochetti now. Tipped away from behind by Horwittle. And it's going to be off of Conley, out of bounds. Possession to the Mustangs. Bittner going to check in, replacing Alleman now. So no 5 in, 5 out on the first substitution anyway.
Bittner has the shooting touch. He has hit a multiple, and for that being as big as a player as he is height-wise, does have good ball handling, so he's a very versatile player for this team.
Nice pass. Magliochetti gets it to McMillan. McMillan's going to get the basket and a harm. Basket is good. Shots, foul charge to number 35, Mackay West, his second. Team's third. What's so funny?
A harm?
Yeah.
All harm, all foul.
No, I said in the harm. He gets it in the harm. Basket in the harm. Free throw is good. Austin Stone King checking in for the Spartans. Bittner's going to take it out for BPC. 5:01 to go in the first quarter. We're knotted at 5 apiece. Don't forget, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We'd love to see everybody in the live chat. We've had some great live chats in the Southeastern games that we've been broadcasting from this tournament. Southeastern will be playing in the championship game against the winner of this game tomorrow night. Bittner is going to get called for the travel. The shot was short anyway, and it will be possession to the Mustangs and a chance to take the lead here with Unity having the basketball, 4:35 to go in the first quarter.
Orwell overcommitted on that steal a little bit.
McMillan, number 22, had it. Magliacetti. Vincent Magliacetti hits the three, and it's 8-5. Mustangs with the lead. Stone King with it. Horwittle going to try and drive. Left-handed layup is good. 8-7. A little more offense in this game. McMillan's going to drive, bumps it across, and it was tipped by somebody from the Spartans underneath.
It looked like it came off the foot of Bittner.
And with 3:57 to go, it's Unity with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Bittner's going to guard the inbound from Ryle Duke. McMillan with it. Duke, baseline, kicks it out to Schaefer. Schaefer drives the baseline, gathers it up finally, gives it out to Duke. Long two is good.
Out low, Bittner was far side.
Bittner's layup is off, no good. Tried a finger roll from the side, and it just didn't have a chance of going in. And then Kaspari probably is how it's pronounced. If somebody's watching and knows how to pronounce that for sure, spell it in a way that we can read it. Kaspari threw it away, and it's 3:30 to go in the first quarter, 10-7. Mustangs with the lead over BPC. Semifinal game here at the MVIT. That shot was partially blocked. Now an outlet pass to Schaefer. His layup is good. Now an outlet pass stolen away by Magliacetti. He's going to drive, bounces it to Duke, and Duke gets another bucket. And BPC is going to take a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And they are not, I don't know if we're going to expand this into a, they are not going to expand it into a mass, I don't know if we're having mass timeouts or not. This has been a,
It's been confusing because some referees do take the mass timeouts, and some of them don't for this tournament.
The last group did, which was the only group that did last night at the other side, and it appears that they're going to do it here. So we'll take a quick break and listen for a word from MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back to the MVIT. That was the COVID break. We were discussing before we went whether it was going to be or wasn't going to be. It might be, might not be. It's been kind of crazy.
It's pretty much whenever the referees want to take one.
Yeah, they took one
assume.
at 1:23 of the first quarter, the last game, after 3 dead balls below the 4-minute mark. So it's a little man pressure now as Bittner's going to have it. 3:04 to go. The Spartans have given up 7 straight and trail 14-7. Bittner gets it out to Ezra Mason, who's in the game. Stone King has it now. 2:53 to go. Stone King dribbles through, goes to the rack, jumps, jumper's good. And now McMillan with a shot. It's off, no good. Gets his own rebound, lost it. And then we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Ryle Duke.
Indeed.
It is on Ryle Duke. His first, team's first. 14-9 is the score. BPC with a chance to get it to a 1-possession game now. Bittner will bring it up for the Spartans. 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. Long jumper, not even close. Didn't even get rim. Now McMillan, that's going to be we're going to call a travel. Horwittle tried to take a charge, got smacked right in the mouth, but they're calling a travel.
Yeah, it looks like he might have a nosebleed.
I think it's his gums, actually.
No blood, so he's still in.
I'm all right, he says. Inbounded to Horwittle. Bittner. That's a definite mismatch dribbling the basketball with McMillan guarding him, but Bittner has got to make better shots at the other end. He can't just shoot when he touches the basketball. He's got to take better care of it, find an open shot. Stone King's jumper off the back of the rim, no good, and Sam Hensley is going to get the foul. And you can hear Coach Snyder saying the same thing. Get the ball to the high post as they are not passing the ball. It's a whole lot of me basketball right now, a whole lot of one-on-one and not a lot of team basketball going on for the Spartans. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And that one-on-one's just not going to cut it right now against this Unity team.
McMillan with it, guarded by Hensley. Out top, it goes to Duke. He has it swiped away on a pass attempt by Horwittle, and he brings it back with 1:43 to go, and again a chance to make it a one-possession game for BPC. And now another pass goes awry, and this time McMillan's going to get it to Schaefer. Cody Schaefer gets the bucket. Ezra Mason, little forearm push there. 1:20 to go. Horwittle to Bittner. I'm not sure if that was going to Bittner or not, was it?
Looked might like it, but that's a
and
travel.
then he switches his pivot feet and gets called for a travel.
Spartans just need to slow down a little bit. They're trying to get these points, and really it's got to come to them, and they can't force it.
Yep, they are forcing the issue individually and need to start forcing it as a team, and to probably have a little, that's a travel. Cody Schaefer gets called for the travel. 1:05 to go in the first quarter. 16-9 is the score. Hey, you got the live reads on that sheet there, by the way, too.
Indeed I do.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Horwittle dumps it out to Mason. Mason looked at the three, didn't take it. Bittner will take it, and he'll miss it. McMillan with the rebound. Duke with it. Has it knocked away by Bittner, and Bittner's going to get called for the foul. And he's upset about it, but you take a swipe at it. I don't know how many times we've said it. It's his first, team's fifth, but we've said it. If we've said it once, we've said it 100 times. If you take a long whack at the ball, you're going to get a foul called on you more times than not.
Pretty much, even if you don't touch the arm, if it has that illusion and you really wind back, you're going to get it.
Shot by McMillan off, no good. Bittner with the rebound. Horwittle with it. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hensley with it. His shot's off, no good. Rebound to McMillan. 20 seconds remaining. It's tipped away by Horwittle, right to Ezra Mason. Mason comes to Stone King. Stone King still got a dribble. Finally does. 10 seconds left. 8. And you could tell Horwittle was supposed to run that offense. A three on the way by Stone King. Long shot by Magalichetti. And before we take a break, Horwittle was supposed to get that ball to set up the offense with 10 seconds left. Stone King flat refused to give it to him. And then took a three that was contested.
Took a free listening to the cheerleaders countdown 3 seconds before the timer was.
Yeah. You know, you can be as good as you want to be, but it takes a team to win a game, and the Spartans have played a whole lot of me basketball in the first quarter and not a whole lot of we. We'll see if that changes. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH and be back in just a minute.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery.
Welcome back to Minden High School. MVIT tournament, and Kenny just told me that, it's ironic we're doing a game on doing a broadcast, and John Madden just passed away.
Yeah, that one sucks.
That one sucks. He was known as a football coach, but more than that, as a broadcaster for so many years of football. And McMillan is going to get called for the wrap. Be his first, team second.
Number 22, Melvin McMillan.
Ezra Mason checking back in for the Spartans.
Spartans. Number 3, Ezra Mason.
So we're going to see what happens here as we try to change a few things. My headset's sounding a little funny. I don't know what. Bittner drives to the rack, and Bittner is going to get the bucket to fall. Brian Bittner gets his first 2 points of the contest. And then a pass thrown away as in the game, number 10, Gavin Koenig. And I didn't push it to the second quarter. I apologize.
Conley with it. He's going to try and break the press. Gets across half court with 7:30 remaining here. He's going to take it himself and get blocked. That was Gavin Conning on the block.
Conley not afraid to take it to the rack and put the shots up. So it's Braun in the game as well for BPC, as Conley's going to inbound it. Jalen Conley, who's watching us, that would be he was ineligible for a while. And Hensley battles for his first bucket. And BPC has cut it to a one-possession game, 16-13. Magalichetti comes to Casperari. Looking for Koenig, knocked away by Bittner. Schaefer had it. Now it goes to Magalichetti. Koenig is going to get called for a travel.
Got tied up there trying to go up top with a swim move. You don't see much in basketball.
Ryle Duke coming in, replacing Caleb Kaspari. I'm butchering that name. I apologize, folks.
Let's say it 17 times in different ways. You'll say it once, right?
Once, right. That's right. That's why I used to say Lewiston, Lewistown, Lewiston, Lewistown, Lewiston. Everybody's like, why do you do that? I said, well, half the time I'm right for one set of people and half the time I'm right for the other. Conley for 3 is good. And we're knotted at 16. A 7-0 run to open the second quarter for the Spartans. And we have a new game here. McMillan goes to Schaefer. Schaefer far side to Duke. Duke picked up by Conley. And, man, he got slapped, it sounded like, from here. I think that was him. I heard the slap coming. Magalichetti gives it to Schaefer. Now to Duke again. 6:25 to go. Schaefer, long jumper, off no good, near the top of the key. Rebound to Duke. Duke pump fakes, goes to the rim, and his shot's going to fall. First basket of the quarter with 6:14 remaining in the first half. It's 18-16. Mustangs back up by 2. Conley is going to get called for a travel.
And he just pushed off a little bit too much on that one and tried to get back with that pivot foot.
Yeah, he pushed off and then stepped again. Or he stepped as he was pushing and then stepped after he pushed. That was the problem. 6:05 to go. A 2-point lead, 18-16. Koenig gives it to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled by Braun, I do believe. I'm giving him 2 shots on that.
Apparently it's on the motion for
shooting. It is on Koenig.
Number 20, Grant Braun.
Braun's going to pick up his first, team's 6th.
That's the team's 6th.
Mustangs will be in the free throw line the rest of the way. Schaefer's first one is no good. Horwittle checking in for the Spartans. Grant Braun taking a cheek. Dalton Horwittle back in. 5:56 to go in the first half. Schaefer's free throw is good. Misses the first, makes the second. Checking in for the Mustangs. Number 11 is Nick Maynard. 5:50 to go in the first half. BPC had a 7-0 run.
Brings it across three-pointer for
3.
Macer.
Bittner trying to get down the floor, knocks it away as Schaefer comes back up with it. Duke has wide open 3. Magalichetti for 3 now. Left wing. It's off the back of the rim, no good. And Horwittle is going to have it go off his head, then off his hand, out of bounds. Possession to the Mustangs. 19-16 to score. 5:32 remaining in the first half. Duke trying to inbound. Koenig. Schaefer wide open for three, doesn't take it. Magliacetti now to Maynard. Back to Magliacetti. 5:20 remaining. Down low, it goes to Koenig. Oh, nice little move and a reverse layup. I'm not real sure, though, Kenny, why he did a reverse layup.
Either trying to get fancy, maybe thinking he didn't have enough room to get that first actual layup in.
Looked like he had room. Oh, and Koenig left the baseline. Horwittle had it. Now Conley's going to drive. His shot's off, no good. And Conley is going to get his second foul, team's 8th.
Foul on number 5, Jalen Conley. That's his second. And the team's 7th.
And Conley needs to not make a silly foul here. Magliacetti and him having some conversation down the floor. Koenig with the shot off, no good. Horwittle with the rebound. Little scrum gets up off the floor. Horwittle goes back the other way, gives it to Mason. Back to Horwittle. 4:35 remaining in the first half. Horwittle on the dribble still. Remember a few years ago, they would have stopped play almost to make him tuck that jersey back in.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Conley from Bittner.
Oh, and he's fouled on the way up.
He is fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. Koenig is going to pick up the foul. His first, team's 3rd.
That's his first. The team's 3rd.
Jalen Conley going to be shooting 2 free throws for the Spartans. First one is good. Chance to make it a 1-point game here. Braden Barker getting ready to check in for BPC if this one's made. It is. 19-18 is the score. 4:16 to go in the first half. McMillan getting ready to check back in for the Mustangs. Magliacetti takes a seat. 5 won't be guarding 5 anymore. 4:16 remaining in the first half. Schaefer to McMillan to Duke. Over to Maynard up top of the key, right side McMillan. He'll look for the 3. It's short. Barker can't track it down as he got tripped up. Duke on the baseline. Picks up his dribble, so he can't really do much with it. Gets it out to Schaefer finally. 3:52 left. Down low to Koenig, picked up by Bittner. He goes to the baseline, and they're going to call that on the floor. Foul on the floor. Bittner's going to pick up the foul.
His second.
His second, team's 9th.
Carter
Team
Allman
8th,
comes
excuse me.
back in for Conley.
Koenig's going to be shooting the 1 and bonus.
For the Spartans, number 10.
Carter Allman checking back in, as Kenny said, for the first time since the first quarter. First one is good. He'll get the bonus. Makes it a 2-point game. 3:48 to go. Second one is good as well. Again, first half action here from the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament. Now the pass stolen away by Maynard to Duke. Duke now is going to go middle of the lane, spins, and the bucket is good, and Bittner's going to pick up another one.
He faked out 4 different Spartan defenders right there. And
Bittner gets his 3rd. Old-fashioned 3-point play coming for Ryle Duke.
Hensley comes back in.
Sam Hensley replaces Bittner. And BPC tied it at 17, or 16, excuse me, and it's been a 7-2 run since then, looking to make it an 8-2 run if he can get this free throw to fall. He cannot. Hensley with the rebound as him and Barker fought over it momentarily. 3:30 remaining in the first half. Horwittle, Mason, Alleman. Mason looks to Hensley, can't get it there, so he gives it to Horwittle. Horwittle goes to the rack, And inadvertently, Ryle Duke got tripped across the lane and went right underneath Horwittle.
That's his second.
That's unfortunate for Duke and unfortunate for Horwittle, who took a nasty tumble as well. But that was not meant to be a foul at all. Horwittle hits the first.
Into the game for the Mustangs, number 5, Vincent.
Checking in for the Mustangs, Vincent Magliacetti and Caleb Caspery. 3:12 left. A 4-point game, a chance to make it a one-possession game with a free throw here for Horwittle. Second one is good as well. He does. 23-20, 3:12 remaining in the first half. Been close pretty much the whole way. Was a 7-point lead, is the biggest so far. That was by Unity. Right at the end of the first quarter, they led 16-9. Magliacetti for three, it's off no good. Long rebound. Goes off McMillan, picked up by Schaefer. Magliacetti again with it. Under 3 minutes to play now in the first half. And McMillan gets called for a travel with not any help from Barker.
A little bit of a forced travel, if I say so.
Belly bump and made a travel. Oh, and we're going to call a foul on Koenig.
Indeed, his second.
Koenig is where you say it. I'm sorry, Koenig. And getting him. Oh, Horwittle was wide open. Working awful hard to get it to Sam Hensley. I'd say if you can get it to a guard there, you want to get it to a guard, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
2:35 remaining. Hensley with it down on the post. And I believe Magliacetti is going to get a Magliacetti. Yep. Going to get the foul.
Team 6.
Team 6, so both teams will be in bonus the rest of the way. Dalton Strode checking in for the first time, replacing Ezra Mason. So it's Barker, Hensley, Horwittle, Strode, and Alleman on the floor for BPC. And Barker on the inbound, and man, there's a pretty good hand right in the back. And then Barker's going to pick up a foul.
Double bonus set up for the Spartans. Well, not for the Spartans, against the Spartans.
It is a team 10th, double bonus. Little hand in the back that Barker Magliacetti is going to be shooting 2 here. First one is good.
Five for 7 at the line, the Mustangs.
Second free throw. Off. Hensley tracks it down. He gives it to Horwittle. Go back the other way with 2:23 remaining in the first half. It's a 4-point game, 24-20. Horwittle, pull up, blocked partially, I think. Alleman's going to come down with it, gets it to Barker. Barker counted and a foul. Magliacetti is going to get the foul.
And quickly, a lot of these Unity players finding themselves in a little bit of foul trouble. 3 of them with 2. Duke, Magliacetti.
Comes back in, replacing Magliacetti. Barker going to shoot the backside of the old-fashioned three-point play, and he misses off the front of the rim. Koenig with the rebound. 2:10 remaining in the first half. One possession game still. It's been a close one. Not necessarily the best played game by either team, but it's been a close one nonetheless. Koenig is going to drive, and he's left everything short, hasn't he?
Pretty much. Just needs a little more oomph on the shots.
He's had some good looks, just left some stuff short. 150. Strode wanted to take the 3, backed off. And a 3 by Dalton Horwittle, and the BPC Spartans have the lead, 25-22, with 1:38 remaining in the first half.
That's one thing the Spartans really haven't done this game is shoot anything long range. That is only their 3rd shot taken, and they've made all 3.
Koenig responds to give his team the lead back, 26-25, with 1:20 remaining. Dalton Strode with it at the 10-foot line, gives the left elbow extended jumper by Sam Hensley is good. 27-26, 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in the first half.
stolen by Horwittle. He's able to
gets the
keep
steal.
it.
Timeout on the floor. Charge to BPC. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also brought to you by Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season.
53.9 seconds left. 30-second timeout to save a possession for BPC as Horwittle got a steal before that timeout. BPC leads 27-26. It's the first time they've led since early in the game. They did lead 25-24. They've shared a couple baskets, but now BPC has the lead and the basketball. 44 seconds. Free throw line jumper is good by Dalton Horwittle.
And Barker, when he's out there, is always good at hitting those screens that he sets. You know, a lot of times you'll be a little person pick and get out of the way for that roll, and Barker makes sure he is set and hits that screen, and that's what opens up Horwittle for these shots. 25 seconds remaining. Kasperi back in the game. Maynard now back to Kasperi. Koenig, Schaefer. They're holding obviously for one shot here. Down by 3 are the Mustangs with the basketball. Kasperi. And a kick by Horwittle with 7.1 seconds remaining. Maynard to inbound for the Mustangs. Schaefer. Now Horwittle drops it away again. Maynard comes back. He'll have to loft up a long 3. It's off the top of the backboard in the post, I think. Yeah.
It almost had to hit. From where it had to hit the post to come back, didn't it?
It'll be Spartan ball, but it's a moot point with 0.3 seconds remaining.
Koenig just pushed Hensley in the back. That was about as dumb a foul as you could have had if that would have had. And that's what Coach is talking to him. And Miles isn't watching because Miles doesn't ever watch. But
he sees halftime, and he just wants to sit.
Yeah, Miles is looking at the coach talking to the Koenig there. And
there we see him, you know.
And still the conversation is going as Koenig very easily could have picked up a silly foul right there.
Especially, this close. 3 free throws for Sam Hensley, who is not bad of a shooter at all.
Nope.
Would be a horrible decision.
We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH and be back in just a couple minutes.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
And it's halftime here at the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament in Minden, Illinois. The host school, Minden Unity, which they just go by Unity, but everybody around here calls them Minden Unity because there is a Unity on the other side of the state as well. And oddly enough, they have the same colors.
Yep, that maroon with a little bit of the
Gray
light blue.
Or silver or whatever. Yeah, a little bit of blue. And
I always call it the Lewiston blue. Any of that powder stuff, that's all I can think about.
Yeah, that's the old Prairie Land Conference coming out in you right there, isn't it? So BPC trailed by 7 going into the third quarter, 16-9. They score 20 points and hold their opponents to 10. That adds up to a 3-point, 29-26 lead after the first half, and Kenny's got some stats.
So lead scorer so far for BPC is Jalen Conley. Hit 2 threes already, sank a couple of free throws. Been the main player when it comes to guard for defense, especially with multiple steals as well. Following right behind him with 9 is Dalton Horwittle, who really took over in that second quarter when Conley took a little bit of a break. 4 for Sam Hensley down low, 2 for Stone King, 2 for Brian Bittner, and 2 for Braden Barker. For the Mustangs, 8 for Riley Duke, who hit a couple of really good shots early, but had a little bit of a slump in that second quarter, as pretty much most of the Unity team did. 5 for Cody Schaefer and Melvin McMillan. 4 for Gavin Koenig and Vincent Magliochetti.
Sam DeCounter, I want to say thank you to him. Kasperi. That's how you say the name. They've got some names that we've been struggling with verbally.
DeCounter would have especially know them with FFA connections here, as I can't walk through the halls of this gym without thinking of Dairy Foods contest about 4 or 5 years ago, where we sat in that cafeteria in the same whole setup they have with bleachers for 2.5 hours waiting for scores to come in. That was not a fun night.
Did you win?
No.
Yeah, it made it even less fun, didn't it?
Hey, but we got to play cards.
Hey, the question is, did Sam DeCounter's team win?
I don't know.
Sam, do you remember that? Did you win that contest, Sam DeCounter? We'll see. He probably won't remember. He's had a lot of proverbial water run under the bridge since then.
Quite a lot.
4 minutes left in halftime here, and it's a 29-26 lead for the Spartans, who we talked at the end of the first quarter they were playing me basketball. They played a lot more we basketball in the second quarter, and things turned around.
And that's kind of up to a little bit of roster change is where I'd kind of put it. Bittner did not play a lot in that second quarter as he kind of slowed down a little bit. Came in at the end of that quarter to really play a lot better. And especially Dalton Horwittle and Braden Barker setting up that pick and roll opportunity that they hit multiple times. Braden got 1 point off of it, and Horwittle with 9, which 7 of them came in that second quarter as the Spartans come back down from the locker room.
Sam DeCounter says, I remember setting for 2 hours with an exclamation point. So apparently he remembers as well.
Oh, well, that's kind of like a FFA tradition. Waiting for results is pretty much longer than the entire contest.
I remember going to livestock judging contests when Sam and I were in FFA at the same time. And you'd go, and those classes, man, they just ran through them as quick as we could, and then we'd sit there for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for the winners. Because, back then it was all, I don't know how they do it now, but back then it was all a card, and you circled it, and it was all done by hand. There's no entering in a computer. You had to add everything up by hand.
It is still by hand, just as God intended, because I don't think anything could slow down a livestock judging contest more than putting internet and computers into it.
Well, that's probably true.
So, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending. At its trust department, stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Also brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop in and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111.
I think that we should start a fund for Coach Martin to get blue pants like Coach Snyder.
I was going to make the comment earlier that Snyder is wearing a complete reverse of where he was yesterday. He was in the blue, red, and blue uniform. Now he is reversed to the red, blue, and red uniform. And I think Stevie does need some blue pants.
Yeah, Coach Martin needs some blue pants. Who do we have to talk to get Coach Martin some blue pants? Somebody that's listening to this. I know Nicole is here, but Nicole could get us a size. And we should take donations, like $1 a person, $2 a person. We could find Coach Martin some blue pants.
I believe so. If not, you know,
I'd give $5 for that.
Ooh, big spender.
I'd make a $5 donation. Tyler Suter says, "Great job, Kenny." You're biased, Tyler. That's not fair.
Tyler Suter is home right now watching this game instead of talking to the family.
I wouldn't know why anybody would do that.
Oh, I don't know either.
I mean, I always talk to my family every chance I get.
I'm pretty sure they could all hear you moving your head.
Hear my head rattle, no. Here we go, third quarter. I don't know if I moved it to the third quarter. I didn't. It's the third quarter, folks. We're underway here from I got to go back and change something. Kenny messed up my.
I did not touch a thing.
Something did when
as
you were
they
scrolling
move
through.
As they move it around.
You got to get
top,
it back to quarters
swings around
instead of halves.
Duke. 2 point. That one will miss. Rebound by Conley. Caleb Kasperi with the miss. Conley slows it back down. Gets the offense set up. Moving over to Horwittle. Carter Allman up top. Top of the key. Looks to down low for Mackay. Swings it back around. Baseline shot by Horwittle. And Dalton Horwittle gets another one.
Is that a 2 or a 3?
That was a 2.
Sorry, I'm having some problems with your scoreboard now.
Oh, of course, it's my scoreboard.
Well, you're the one that set it up.
A shot by McMillan, and that one will fall.
That was a 2 also, right?
31-28 with 6:57 remaining. Conley brings it across. Schaefer, just the lone man, playing a little bit of a high press to get Spartans up. Down low, nice pick and roll, and perfect placement on the assist from Conley, score by Alleman. Alleman gets his first points of the day.
Hey, I got it now.
Congratulations. Conley with the steal, and he's got the fast break. He's going to put that one up and in.
I'm doing such a horrible job, I'm not even keeping up.
Spartans coming out fast and loud here at the beginning, getting multiple scores. Out as it goes up top to Magliochetti. Schaefer with it. Over to the corner, down low to McMillan. McMillan puts it up. Looks like he's going to get fouled, but he's not going to call it. Mackay rips it right out of his hands.
How is that not a jump ball or a foul or something? Holy cannoli. 5:55 to go in the third quarter, as the scoreboard says now after a few minutes of me trying to figure it out. That was meant to be a pass right there.
Yeah.
3 on the way by Horwittle, off no good. Hensley with the rebound. He puts it up. He's fouled, and Magliochetti is going to get the foul. His team's first, his third, excuse me. 35-28, and Sam Hensley a chance to build on a 7-point lead for the Spartans, as they've got the biggest lead for them of the game, and the largest lead of the game for either team is at 7. Hensley with 2 free throws and a chance to make it bigger, and he will right off the first one. We should get Tyler to come to a game.
I'd like to see him talk.
I remember when Tyler used to play basketball.
And misses that one.
Makai West steals it away again. Hensley with a rebound. Missed it off, no good. Hensley fighting for it again, and finally Maynard comes down with it. Maynard throws an elbow right at Hensley, and Hensley's just laughing as he comes down the floor.
I think Hensley's trying to fluster up this team a little bit.
Hensley's thinking, what happened the last time somebody threw an elbow at me? Duke's jumper off, no good, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Out to Hensley, to Alleman, 5:10 remaining. BPC with an 8-point lead in the basketball. Horwittle on the dribble. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Conley, step back three, short, rebound to McMillan. And Conley got away with one there. And it goes Kasperi.
Oh, ho, ho.
All the stuff they've let go, and they called that one.
Let's see. And they called it on Carter.
Alleman. I knew it was going to be on Alleman. It's the only one it could be on. He was way up in the air. That's a great block.
He even got his body out of the way to not get the blocking foul on that one, but 2 shots.
Kasperi.
Both Carter and Caleb Kasperi yet to score today.
You missed that, right?
Yes.
I thought couldn't tell if it rolled off or rolled through.
Gonna have to get binoculars for these now?
Yes, I am. Well, really, I just need to pay better attention. Second one is good. Koenig going to check in for the Mustangs. So 8-point lead is the biggest thus far. BPC just had it. Maynard, or Kasperi, excuse me.
Oh. Makai traveled while trying to pump fake a pass, I guess.
Makai West tried to get it to Horwittle and realized he couldn't throw it, so he tried to hold on to it, and Conley was standing right beside him. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Makai West has been fighting down low, though. He's got a couple great steals. McMillan's going to drive, knocked away from behind by West, out of bounds, possession to the Mustangs. 4:30 remaining in the third quarter. Maynard wide open and missed it. McMillan with the rebound. And Conley's going to pick up another foul. Is that his third?
That is his third, yes.
Second on the Spartans.
4:26 remaining here in this third quarter.
Koenig is going to be shooting 2 free throws. Well, that was about as pretty of a block for Alleman that you're ever going to see that got called a foul. I mean, he was straight up and down. His hand was straight. He didn't follow through. He didn't do anything. It just looked like such a good block. It got the foul call. Both free throws off, no good. Another rebound on a missed free throw. Schaefer for 3, it's off. Conley's going to come down with it, and it's getting physical down underneath the basket. 4:15 remaining.
And this Mustangs team is in such a drought right now. They can hit the broadside of a barn.
From inside. 4:05 to go. I saw that. I can't remember what I was. Oh, Horwittle, shots off, no good. I was watching a show earlier, and that's what they said. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from inside. And that is Duke with the bucket.
That one stops the drought. That is their first field goal since the first minute of this half.
3:43 to go in the third quarter. 5-point game now. Horwittle. BPC seems to play a little better with a little more tempo. Oh, down low to Alleman. He pump fakes, puts up the shot. He's going to get the foul. I don't know, McMillan fouled him any more than he fouled McMillan on the other end, so foul is on McMillan.
His second.
Team's second. Alleman's going to be shooting 2 free throws now. 36-31 the score. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. 2 free throws, and that's what their coach is sitting here saying. He was straight up and down. First one is good. Bittner checking back in for the Spartans. Makai West is going to come down and sit and talk to Coach Snyder on the sideline. And they're still talking here in front of us. Second one's good as well. Koenig from the baseline. His jumper rattles off way up off the backboard. Conley with the rebound. 3:15 remaining. Outlets to Hensley, and he stepped on the baseline. Just barely stepped on the baseline. Conley was a good idea, but just a little too far.
He got there so fast that referee was almost out of position to even see it. As we pass 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
Schaefer going to drive, dump it out to Duke. Pull up, jump. He just threw that up.
That was
McMillan's shot off, no good. Bittner with the rebound, outlets it to Horwittle. 2:50 remaining.
It was a James Harden type of shot where you're going to throw it up and lean your entire body.
And hope somebody fouls you.
Mm-hmm.
They've kind of taken that away from him this year, though, haven't they?
Indeed.
38-31, Bittner, pull-up jumper, 15-foot, good. 9-point lead, largest of the game for either team. BPC with it here with 2:25 to go in the third quarter, and Bittner knocks another one away. Gonna call.
Oh,
they call Bittner.
Bittner with the push. That is Bittner's fourth.
His fourth, team's third. Got to be smarter than that.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to get Koenig for a minute because he
said white.
because he pushed back. And a foul is going to be called. Maybe Maynard. Horwittle shooting two. Nope, it's going to be on Kasperi.
His first.
Caleb Kasperi picking up his first. Team's fourth.
That's his first.
Team's third. Excuse me. Dalton Horwittle, a couple free throws. BPC shot a lot of free throws here in this quarter. First one's good. Double digits for the first time.
They'll take the timeout.
Is it 40?
40-31.
I got 41. I thought I already had it. I thought it was already 9 after the last made basket.
I have no idea.
Could be wrong. Go ahead and keep
That's
it
why
here.
you do the score. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MVH, is brought to you by Heil Enterprises. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41, South Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Also brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
2:17 left in the third quarter. 40-31 is the score, apparently. I was a little too happy somewhere. Picked up an extra point on the scoreboard.
Let them shoot one free throw, and they'll put up two just to even it out. I bet that we're right.
I don't know. The way my week's been going, I would not guarantee that I would be right. I wouldn't even guess that I'm right. I'd probably guess I was wrong. And the second one is off. No good, so we won't find out. 40-31, 9-point lead. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. Kasperi with it. He's going to drive, picked up by Alleman. Schaefer, knocked away, picked up by Stone King, who's in the game. He outlets it to Horwittle. Horwittle pulls up, jumper's good. It's an 11-point lead now, 42-31, according to the scoreboard, and that's where we'll keep it. McMillan with it down low. Puts a shoulder into Alleman, misses it. Jump ball. And it is BPC basketball. Grant Braun checking in for the Spartans, replacing Horwittle.
See, now I'm confused because going through my stats, I have 43.
So I was right. I thought I was right.
So
hey, you talk for a sec. Turn me down.
Sounds good. As he consults the book, 1:43 remaining here in this third period, 42-31.
Brandy has 43 also, so
All right.
I'm going to make it 43.
Wide open for Stone King as he's going to take it.
His
and
layup is good.
We'll make it 45.
45-31. We'll check. I'm sure they'll check it at the quarter. 1:30 remaining. Kasperi on the dribble. Out to Shea. That's Duke, excuse me. He goes to Schaefer. I was just a pass early, right?
That foresight.
Yeah, yeah. Grant Braun picks up the foul.
His second, team fifth.
44-31 or 45-31 is what we have, and that's what Brandy has in her book as well. I'll have to check with the official score, unfortunately. That'll be the one that matters. Schaefer's first free throw is off front of the rim, no good.
Magliochetti and Koenig coming back in for the Mustangs.
1:21 remaining. I'm pretty sure it was 9 before that free throw, and they never put it on the scoreboard. Second one is off, no good as well.
Stone King gets the rebound.
Stone King pull-up jumper is good.
He made it, but, man, he had a couple of open people that he could have passed to right there.
Yes, he did. Magliochetti for 3. It's off, no good. He fell like James Harden. Good hustle by Schaefer, and Stone King just,
what a move.
And a basket for Hensley. 48-31.
Spartans taking control here in this third quarter as the Mustangs cannot get a score. Stolen by Conley.
Conley gets the bucket to fall. Again, we have it at a 20-point lead now, 51-31. McMillan misses, and he's going to get fouled. Hensley's going to foul Duke underneath with 23.3 seconds remaining.
Hensley's second
Team
foul.
foul number 5, I think.
Indeed.
Number 24, Sam Hensley.
So Conley has 3 fouls. Grant Braun has 2. Hensley with 2. Bittner with 4. And 1 for Alleman and Barger.
Duke's first free throw is good. That ends about a 13-0 run for BPC.
That was a 3-minute drought of any points.
Ezra Mason and Barker checking back in. Hensley, Conley, and Horwittle take a seat. 23.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Duke's second free throw rattles around and falls through.
That's their mistake. They've got 1 point for the Mustangs when it shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah. Well, hold on a second. We'll see. No, he made both of those. Our scoreboard may not have updated. That didn't update. 50-33.
10 seconds remaining.
So it should be 51-33. 5 seconds. Braun traveled with it.
Indeed. Went Euro step, but went Euro stepping.
He went Euro step times do. Part do.
3 seconds remaining. Finds it inside. Koenig.
That would have been big for them.
Misses that one.
We'll see what Bushnell's book is going to do here, but I think it should be 51-33 instead of 50-33. That's what I had too, but I corrected it
and then
because they had it wrong.
I have stats as 51. So we'll see what they do as Brandy goes down to talk. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications often offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability.
It is 51-33.
It will be.
That's why you keep a book yourself right there.
And we don't trust Dwayne.
Well, I had it right, but I didn't trust myself. Maybe I should trust myself. I don't know. Anyway, back to what you were doing.
Also brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between.
East Main Street?
For delivery, call 309-772-2101.
Oh, 8 minutes, 18-point lead. BPC has it. They want a chance to play for a championship against Southeastern tomorrow night here at Minden Unity High School for the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament. They have 7 minutes and 53 seconds to hold on to the lead. That jumper is good to open the fourth quarter by Carter Kasperi. And that's the
points
first
for
point.
him.
It is. That's what I was getting ready to say.
That one will be fouled, and he'll get a push. So his first foul.
Foul on number 2, Carter Casper. That's his first. That's the team's 4.
Taking the ball is Ezra Mason up top. Spartans set up an offense.
BPC, he ran out of bounds without needing to. It wasn't forced out of bounds. You cannot run out of bounds underneath the basket, and he got called for it. Did Grant Braun. So change of possession and a chance to cut it from a 16-point lead down to 14 or so here as they let the ball run all the way to half court before picking it up. Koenig with it. He traveled.
That's one thing that this Mustangs team is turnovers, especially since that second quarter, have been killing them, whether it be mentally of the actually bad passes or travels. There we go.
Ezra Mason brings it up the floor. 7:20 remaining in the basketball game.
Ezra with it.
Baseline, Stone King. And Duke is going to get called for a foul, and that's another one where he just got pushed into the person shooting, and he's going to get another foul that way, and Austin Stone King is going to shoot 2 free throws. But, again, it wasn't his fault. I mean, he didn't mean to foul him. He just got pushed in there in the wrong spot at the wrong time. First free throw's good.
That is Duke's third. Spartans have been better at the line today.
7:12 remaining. Hits the second as well. 53-35. They got the scoreboard all kinds of messed up now.
Oh, yeah. They've got it tied.
And a timeout on the floor is going to be charged to the Mustangs. It is going to be a
we'll see.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell.
7:01 remaining in the basketball game. BPC leads by 19. 53-35 is what I have. I don't think it's 36. I think that's wrong. It's 53-35. Hey, Brandy, do you have 53-35 or 36? 35.
Maglio Chetty with it. Up top. Oh, it's going to be tipped by Braun. Oh, and that's going to be a foul.
Silly foul.
And you can't hold your hands up on that one. You ran 3 more steps right into him. That's his 3rd foul.
Team foul number 6. The Mustangs are going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. (53-35) is the score. Duke. Left side to Kasperi. That's Carter Kasperi. McMillan goes the baseline and gets the shot to fall.
Millen did a good job of getting around Braden down low.
15-point game now. Stone King's going to drive. Nobody cuts him off, and he gets the layup. McMillan baseline jumper. Missed it. Battles around. What are they going to call? They're going to call BPC?
I believe so, and it'll be Braun, his 4th. And a line change as Sam Conley.
1 in bonus coming.
Bittner, Strode, and Dalton will come into the game.
Duke will be shooting 2 more free throws. He just hit 2 a few moments ago. Again, we got 55-37 on our scoreboard because.
Well, they can't see their scoreboard, so.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you will see it occasionally through the camera. 1 in bonus. Front end was good for Duke. Second one, good as well.
Coming game for the Mustangs, number 21, Kobe Schaefer.
Schaefer back into this one.
T-Spain watching with us again. He watched the Suns game earlier. And right now, you're right, it is looking like a Suns-Spartans matchup for the championship, but we got a long ways to go. With 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, down to Hensley it goes. Spin, puts the shot up, off, no good. Koenig with the rebound, and he gets it to Duke. And McMillan goes.
I think Bittner.
Are you going to call that for Conley? How are you going to call Conley on a foul and McMillan is all over him to get the rebound? That is ridiculous.
Conley's fourth. Third Spartan with 4 fouls. Him, Braun, and Bittner.
McMillan's first free throw is good. 55-40 is the score.
It's one of those things that, every game is ref differently, but I think every possession is ref differently.
Second one is good as well. Spartans with a lead here. We got them up by 14, but you've got to take care of the basketball, and you got to rebound. Can't keep sending them to the free throw line either.
Conley with it.
No fouls, as the Spartans have 8 team fouls now. Horwittle. Runner is finger roll off, no good, as he got blocked out by Hensley almost. Now it's going to go back the other way. Magliacetti is going to throw it away as he went for Schaefer, and he faked right and then threw left. And
got a little bit too fancy on that one and couldn't secure the actual pass. .30-second timeout as.
I don't know if BPC wanted a timeout. Full timeout, and we'll take a break as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back. 55-41 is correct, and it is correct on the scoreboard now. In a little bit of a struggle.
Will it stay there? Who knows?
Who knows? I hope it does. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it staying there. I could stay 41-55 the rest of the 5:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. BPC, 3 players with 4 fouls, Conley, Bittner, and Braun. Conley and Bittner are on the floor right now. Horwittle gets it in and gets it back. 5:10 remaining. Conley's going to have it. Schaefer's guarding him. Looking at the 5-minute mark now. 5 minutes remaining. Horwittle puts up the shot. It's off, no good, but he's going to get 2 free throws, I think.
Indeed. That one on Schaefer, his first. Team 6th.
And the Spartans will be in bonus the rest of the way.
That's his first foul.
Dalton Horwittle shooting the 2 free throws here with exactly 5 minutes to go. First one is off the front of the rim, no good.
Just a little bit too much arc on that.
Second one is good. 15-point lead again for BPC. 4:55 remaining now. I mean, I know you need to get good shots, and
that's one. Koenig able to get inside.
Because Bittner gave up on the play.
And Bittner did not see a cutting Sam Hensley that could have had an easy shot and throws it up.
That's a shot that should never have been taken. Absolutely should not have been taken. Koenig, finger roll is short.
Conley did a good job of staying straight up with those 4 fouls. He's got to be careful down low. And he gets thrown out of the way, Strode.
It's getting a trifle bit physical, and I think Bittner just walked.
That was definitely a travel. Inside.
Horwittle gets the bucket to fall.
You know, Horwittle ends every single throw on the floor. He throws his entire body into every pass.
A long 2, off no good. Conley with the rebound. Under 4 minutes remaining now.
He's going to get blocked from behind. Goes right to Bittner, and Bittner will get it.
There are people falling
everywhere
all the time on every play. It's 60-43 now. And Sam Hensley is going to foul Koenig, and Koenig will get the and one.
That was a bad foul by Sam. He just kind of jumped right into him without any plan to do anything.
Mackay West checking back in. Bittner's going to take a seat. Back to a 15-point game, a chance to make it 14 with Koenig at the free throw line for the Mustangs. Free throw is good. Strode with it for the Spartans. Conley now from Mackay West. West is going to take it across. 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Horwittle again ends up on the floor. West with the rebound.
That time he's going to come up hurting.
And foul's going to be charged to Koenig.
His third.
And the clock wasn't running, I think, or it stopped working. They were trying to get the clock to work. They were messing with it. I thought it was running, but
referee's discussing right now.
Now he's saying after the last one, they couldn't get the clock to start. The coaches now are trying to negotiate whether it could be 6:42 or 2:42 or what it could be. They read about 8 seconds off, I think, or 10 seconds off.
3:34.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Shots.
That's fun though. I mean, the coach is being funny about it, you know.
You missed it at the West Prairie versus Rushville Industry. They were trying to trade full timeouts for 30-second timeouts between the coaches.
61-45 is the score now. Second one off the front of the rim, no good, and they put the score on the wrong side.
Imagine that. Schaefer with it. Oh, man, he bit hard both times. But
yeah, they got it right. It is 61-46.
Will be Spartan ball. 3:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. So 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't see that very often, do you? Hensley on the dribble.
Well, happens every end of the game.
Yeah, but you don't notice it very often, though. I mean, how many times does the clock stop at 3:21? I mean, really. Strode on the dribble. Gives it to Hensley. Hensley going to be fouled by McMillan.
McMillan's third, team 8th.
One and bonus for Sam Hensley. A lot of free throws probably going to be shot down the stretch at this one. If Spartans can make a few of these to start off with, it'll make things a lot easier down the stretch. Again, a chance to play for the championship on the line here. BPC leads by 15. Free throws off, no good, and Strode got away with one there. Schaefer comes up with it, skips it across to Maglicetti. His three is good. And it's a 12-point game.
That's going to be a foul.
Schaefer's going to foul Conley. Team foul number 9.
His second.
And Conley's going to have a one and bonus now with 2:47 remaining. Austin Stone King checking back in. He's going to replace Dalton Strode.
So the Spartans have 3 players with 4 fouls, 1 with 3. But Unity has 4 players with 3 fouls, 2 with 2, 1 with 1.
Conley's front end of a bonus. It's good. 62-49. Makes it a 5-possession game, even with 3s. So that's with 2:47 to go. You feel pretty good about that, but you're going to foul a lot, so you still have to make some of these free throws. Second one is good as well. McMillan, 3. Good. Horwittle, 2:32 remaining. Conley with it, 2:25 remaining. Conley's going to drive, dumps it down to Horwittle, and Horwittle gets the bucket from Conley. 2:10 remaining, and Horwittle's going to pick up a foul. And that's what you don't need, though.
That's Horwittle's
Double
first.
bonus for Maglicetti now. And I appreciate the assertiveness, but you can't have a foul. You can't stop the clock when you're up by 13 and let the other team shoot 2 free throws without the clock running. Gives them a chance to get back in without losing any time, and they do with the first one. Maglicetti, with 2:10 remaining, cuts it back to a 12-point game. Second one, good as well. Maynard checking in, replacing McMillan for the Mustangs. You're probably going to see a bunch of offensive, defensive substitutions the rest of the way for the Mustangs.
That's going to be a foul. What?
Holy smokes.
I think he needs to get some Prevagen or something to get that brain activity working because, man, Duke had his entire body wrapped inside, and they still called that not a foul.
McMillan to Maglicetti. Off no good on the 3 attempt. Mackay West with the rebound. He gives it to Horwittle. Under 2 minutes to go now. Stone King with it. He's going to drive. Fouled by Schaefer.
19th
Stone King
foul.
will be shooting the double bonus now. That's the 10th foul.
Schaefer's third. Schaefer with 3. McMillan with 3. Koenig with 3. Maglicetti with 3. Duke with 3.
1:51 remaining. 65-54. 2 free throws on the double bonus coming for Austin Stone King. First one is good. Does that make him 3 for 3 on the night?
Indeed.
Another one coming here for the Spartans. Second one is good as well. 67-54.
Sam will get the foul. That was a wide open lane. You can't really have that. You got to get down on that block. So Sam with 4. Grant Braun with 4. Conley with 4. And Bittner with 4. So fouling a major issue for both teams this game.
Maglicetti with 2 free throws. He just made 2 a few minutes ago. Or a few seconds ago, but he missed that one. Maynard checking back in, replacing McMillan for the offensive defensive substitutions we talked about. 1:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Second one is good. Conley has it on the inbound. 1:40 to go. 1:40 to go.
He's got to watch that push off. That's the second one right in a row. He's got 4, man. You cannot have that forearm go out.
1:33, and why are you taking that to the hoop? I mean, I know you get the bucket, but
now you gives this offense a chance to score more points when you just need to slow down and waste some time.
Maynard, Schaefer, Maglicetti.
That's a foul. Horwittle with his second. So 2 shots.
1:19 to go. It's a 14-point game. And when you're down by 15, the Mustangs have shot way too many free throws in this quarter. Way too many free throws in this quarter.
This will be his 9th and 10th, not his, but team, in this quarter alone. He hits that one. 4 for 5 at the line this quarter.
Kasperi checking back in for Magliacetti if he makes this free throw. Second one is good as well. He'll come out. Kasperi will check in. 1:19 remaining. It's a 12-point game. Still a lot of time left in this one, especially considering BPC. Back that out. Don't take it.
Oh, he's going to carry it. Oh.
McMillan and Magliacetti checking back in for the Mustangs. 1:16 remaining. Another turnover for the Spartans. McMillan throws it right at the head of Duke. Schaefer comes up with it. Duke's like, man, what'd I do to you? That's a 2. It's a 2. It is a 2. Timeout. Charge to the Mustangs. 1:03 remaining, and it's a 10-point game. 10 free throws when you're leading by 15 is way
too many, especially 6 to the same person. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you are 65 or older. Sequel copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Also brought to you by Hensley Grain. Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in the BPC school district and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy this athletic campaign.
So BPC up by 10, 1:03, inbounding here to Hensley. And this
Schaefer.
last minute's going to take about 10 or 15, I would imagine. Foul's going to be on Duke.
His 4th.
Double bonus the rest of the way for both teams.
McMillan and Magliacetti set up for coming out.
Did you read that? T-Spain, I love the way you think. First free throw is good for Hensley.
Bittner coming
checking
in as well.
Magliacetti and McMillan for the Mustangs. That's what they are, right?
Yes. I mean, it's just written right
I
there.
lost it. I lost it.
Everywhere in the gym.
I lost it.
Second for Sam. That one is off. Going to rebound by McMillan. Pass out to Schaefer.
55 seconds left. McMillan drives, puts the runner up. It's off no good. Gets his own rebound. Off no good again. Picked up off the floor by Horwittle. And Horwittle, don't just hold on to it. Don't throw it down the floor. 45.2 seconds left.
That is his 5th, so Duke is fouled out.
That's his 5th.
And you get 30 seconds to make a sub. Kasperi of the younger version, Carter, is checking in. I guess they're both juniors, so never mind. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Riley Duke ends his night with 15 points.
Horwittle at the free throw line shooting a double bonus. First one is off the front of the rim, no good. 45.2 seconds remaining. BPC is up by 11. Second one is good. Schaefer. Kasperi for 3. It's good. That's a second for Carter Kasperi, isn't it?
Yep.
And now Schaefer's going to foul Hensley with 32.2 seconds left.
That is Schaefer's 4th.
Down to a 9-point game, 71-62.
That's his 4th.
3-possession game. Making it a 4-possession game here with one of these 2 free throws would be huge. 32.2 seconds left. Hensley, the senior, at the free throw line. First one, good. Four-possession game now, no matter if it's 3. Second one, good as well for the senior. Stepping up when he needs to. Timeout on the floor, charge to the Mustangs.
Timeout, Mustangs.
Full timeout.
Full timeout.
32.2 seconds left. We'll take a quick break here as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
And welcome back. BPC on the camera, on your screen, and with an 11-point lead. 73-62, 32.2 seconds remaining. And BPC playing for a berth in the championship game of the MVIT tournament tomorrow night here at Unity High School in Minden, Illinois. Kenny Suter will be here. Miles will be here. I might be here.
Yeah, depending if you really want to stay, you got to head to Tulsa.
That's right. Shootout time.
Indeed.
If you're watching this, our YouTube monetization happened, and I pulled one of them up, the game from last night, and the first thing that came up was a Tulsa Shootout advertisement, actually. McMillan to Carter Kasperi for three, and he hits another one. 73-65. It's an 8-point game. Still 3 possessions.
It's going to be foul on Schaefer. That is his 5th. So 2 players fouled out for this Mustangs team.
Maynard checks in for Schaefer. Conley shooting 2 free throws for BPC. I think I just let him shoot again because he's made 3 in a row.
5 for 6 over the game?
No, I meant Kasperi.
Oh,
he's made 3 threes in a row. He surely can't make a 4th one, can he?
Trying to tempt God right there with that statement.
tempt fate. Tempt fate. I mean, at some point, you guys, you're going to miss one sooner or later. I'm just going to let you keep shooting. Conley hits them both. It's a 4-possession game again.
22 seconds remaining. And get it
he
to
can shoot it from there. 20 seconds left. Magliacetti with the shot off, no good. Rebound off of McMillan to BPC with 14.2, and that effectively should end the contest. It'd be pretty hard to get 4 possessions even with missed free throws. Hensley to Conley. Conley's going to beat everybody on 10 seconds left. And BPC is going to go to the championship game. Time's running out. Conley still on the dribble. Gets a smile on his face, picks up the ball. No time on the clock. BPC wins by 10, 75-65, and the Spartans are going to go on to the championship game tomorrow night here at the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament. We'll be back in just a couple minutes with some stats here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And welcome back to Minden, Illinois, the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament. BPC with their chance to get their first tournament title here at the MVIT. They finished second a couple times but haven't got a championship. Coach with us, and well, I was telling you, I don't know if it was pretty all the way through, but it was definitely pretty enough to get a win.
Right, and that's a team that didn't give up, and luckily our guys didn't fold, so we showed some heart and some character a little bit. We had some some mishaps, but we fought through it, and we played a great third quarter. I think it kind of separated us a little bit, and then fourth quarter we just kind of struggled a little bit, and they didn't give up.
Well, I said to Kenny, way too many free throws that Mustang shot when you guys are up by 15 in that fourth quarter.
Yeah,
some silly fouls that really gave them a chance to get back in a game that they shouldn't even have been in.
Right, and that's we just got to move our feet on defense and know the situation, not force. We took some bad shots, one pass and a shot, and we're up, 18 or 19 or something, and we don't need that. We just need to run the clock and run our offense so we get a wide open look.
You guys haven't been in that position a whole lot, though. This was a learning experience for you. I mean, you were
Right.
there last night, and you were tonight against, I think, a little bit better team in Unity maybe than Western was last night. That's something you have to learn, though, when to slow down a little bit, or when Stone King got called for the carry. That's probably a spot he wasn't going to beat the guy down the floor. Probably he could have pulled that up and not had to. But that's stuff you got to learn, right?
Right,
in that
and
scenario.
that's just a growing process. Like you said, we haven't had that situation arise too much for us. So when we get put in that, like I said, we made some bonehead plays, but we were able to fight through it.
The response in the second quarter, I thought, was great. You had some real struggles in the first quarter. You took control in the second quarter and never looked back.
Right, and I hope you guys didn't hear me, but I promise I didn't say any swear words. But I wasn't happy with them, only putting 9 points up, and again we're fouling, and these guys got to know that when you're on the road, you just got to play basketball. Like, there's going to be some fouls that get called, and you just got to play through it. They got some fouls that were called that, but you got to play through it and play basketball and run our offense and everything. So.
Southeastern, you saw them earlier against Griggsville Perry. They don't have the big guy, the one that everybody wants to see play, right. Stevens. He's out with a broken thumb. Ramsey Fry's a pretty good ball player, though.
They're a solid team even without Stevens, and that's the thing. Everybody thinks that Stevens is out, but no. Their coach Brett Ufkis, he was actually a student of mine when I was getting my master's at Western. He was in my bowling class that I taught. So he and I, kind of talk a little bit still, and he's got them playing hard and playing well, and they know their stuff. And watching, and I told the guys in the locker room before the game, I said, guys, if you take anything away from this game, it's both teams were methodical and didn't settle for a bad shot. They made sure they had a wide open shot before they shot it, and Ramsey Fry kind of sets the tone, and they kind of go through him a little bit. So we'll have our hands full tomorrow.
Being able to play extended defense, meaning a 1 minute possession defensively or a minute and a half possession defensively, because Southeastern's not afraid to pass the ball around for a minute and a half to get a good shot, or just to waste whatever way they want to do it, however they're doing it, they can do that. Right. That's really hard for a defense to play that long and not make a mistake.
Right. Yeah, it is. And I've mentioned it a couple times in practice. Hey, I want 5, 6, 7, 8 passes before we take a shot. And then I asked the defense, guys, how was that playing defense? Oh, it was terrible. Well, that's why you do it.
Because saw both teams do that in the first game.
Because then you just get lazy, and then you find the kid who's getting lazy, and bam, you got a wide open layup or a wide open three, and just hope your guy can knock it down.
What is a long bus ride? We said on air that we should get a collection together and get Coach Martin some blue pants. What do you think?
Coach Martin some blue pants?
Yeah, we're gonna take a collection, take $1 donations for Coach Martin to get blue pants. Don't you think? I mean, that's legit, don't you think?
I don't know. I had some compliments, and I said, well, blue pants are great, but the touching is my parents.
Fresh popcorn, delicious.
Yep, my popcorn socks. So.
Yeah, well, that does not surprise me. You have popcorn socks.
Yeah, the head coach over at Unity, he came up to me like, Coach, who gets you your wardrobe every game? You're styling. I'm like, well, I just try to find something that matches, and hopefully we play well, and I can wear it again.
Before I let you go, the funniest thing was when the clock didn't start.
Oh, yeah, I heard him, and he said he wanted
6:42, and you wanted 2:22 or
no,
whatever.
I said I just want point something on the clock. Let's just go. Let's get out of here.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, a game, it's
yeah.
I mean, you guys both having fun and talking.
And that's and that's just the laughs about having fun in the game and stuff, and kind of makes it fun. Like I said, they didn't give up, so props to them for the fight all the way through the game.
All right, we'll let you get out of here. Have a good bus ride home, and
thanks.
Good luck tomorrow night.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll take a break here. we'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Actually, we'll just stay here. I'll tell you, this post-game show being brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory, which is what you did tonight.
Indeed, as BPC wins this one. Top scorers for BPC is tied at 20. Jalen Conley and Dalton Horwitz will get 20.
When was the last time you remember two players from BPC scoring 20 points in the same game?
It's a very high-scoring game today, most likely due to 24 out of 32 free throw shooting for this team. That really helped them propel for the victory. Austin Stone King gets 12, 10 for Sam Hensley, 6 for Brian Bittner, 4 for Carter Alderman, 2 for Braden Barker, and 1 for Makai West.
So the Spartans play the Southeastern Suns tomorrow night. So both the teams that we've done two games for are playing each other tomorrow night. That means we'll only have 2 games tomorrow night. They will play each other at 7:30 for the championship here at Minden Unity High School. The Mustangs will be playing the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes for 3rd place. The Cyclones will play at 5:30, and I'm not sure who they're going to play, but they're going to play probably Western, I'm guessing. They'll play at 5:30 for 7th place.
Indeed.
So that's how things will shape up tomorrow. We're going to see if we can get how we get both those games covered, but we will have them both. And the Suns and the Spartans, which has been our 2 biggest followed teams in this tournament, are going to be playing each other. Should be a great broadcast tomorrow night.
Should be a great one as well. If we can actually get Dwayne onto here, see if he can drive throughout the night.
Yeah, that's what it'll boil down to. If I stay for it, it'll be all night long. It's only a 5.5-hour drive from here. So what time is it now? 9 o'clock. That'd get me there at 2:30. Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's nothing compared to some of the Indiana trips that we took.
If I didn't stop anywhere along the way, it'd get me there at 5:30. But Tulsa Shootout awaits for the Heartland Auto Racing Tour and the Pure Max Racing Heart Non-Wing Micro Series. So
anybody watching that does not know, we also during the summer have the Pure Max Racing Oil Heart Series that we do multiple races throughout the entire summer that Dwayne has just so magically appeared and done everything for. Yeah. And I just hold a camera and I get to watch racing.
And you hadn't seen a whole lot of racing until last year, at least not like that anyway. Not like that. So
anything that wasn't on NASCAR at Fox.
or NBC or whatever it was on. Well, tomorrow night, BPC plays for a championship at the MVIT. They'll be there if they can get the win against Southeastern. It'll be their first championship of this tournament. They've been playing here since the mid-2000s, I think, if my memory serves me correctly. I remember coming back when they moved from the Western Holiday Tournament, the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, down to this tournament. It was looked at as kind of a downgrade, but I tell you what, they've played some good, really good teams here, and they've played some good basketball and have a chance to get a championship tomorrow night.
We'd love to see it.
So for Kenny Suter, for Miles Hewlett, who's down there with his earbuds in so he can't hear me. I think Miles is tired. Are you hungry, Miles? Are you hungry?
He's always hungry. What are you talking about? He needs a Mountain Dew and
needs
pizza.
A Mountain Dew. That's true. I'm hungry. I'm not. I mean, I'm
I ain't
fat
hungry,
though,
I'm
so
Kenny.
I'm always hungry. So anyway, thanks for joining us tonight on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We hope that you enjoyed this broadcast. We'll be back tomorrow night with West Prairie at 5:30, BPC at 7:30. We will see you again very soon. Thanks for watching, and congratulations, BPC and Southeastern. You'll meet for a championship tomorrow night.